Hello everybody, Iain Robson here. Welcome back to another episode of Blackrock Valley. Alright, we got what's going on today. As you can see, we're currently just harvesting a little bit of oats, and I got the combine rolling here on this field, and we're just unloading it straight into the truck right here. I'm not sure if we're going to sell these oats right away or keep them. I'm not sure what's the best to do with them at this point in time. I think the price of oats, if memory serves, is similar to that of canola, or no, not canola. Steamed potatoes is up. Good. Where's oats? Lime. Let's go back up, I guess. What? Did I totally miss it? Oh, there it is. Yeah, I definitely did. 672 seems to be the... apparently there's a great demand at the Falls Farm for oats, but they're not going to give you any money for them. That's awesome. All right. So we'll let this guy roll, and what we'll do is we'll move the truck just around here. And what we'll do is we'll do this, and we'll line up with the combine's wheels right about here. And this is probably our best bet. Oh, that second camera. Why do they do that? Never liked that feature. And on I don't know any truck that has that, or car for that matter in this game. I never enjoyed it. I don't know why. I guess for backing up it could be helpful, but I find it gets annoying more than anything else. But to each their own, I suppose. Someone else might really like that feature, but I wasn't a big fan of it. Alright, let's go ahead and grab one of these tractors here. So we have a little bit of seeds right here. How many seeds do we have? I think we have a fair amount. Yeah, it's not too bad. So we can actually seed some stuff if we need to. Now we do have, I think what we have to take care of is, one thing that I noticed was we actually have 33 cows that are ready to go to the slaughterhouse, and I think the trailer that we need to get is we actually have a couple options. I think what we'll do is we will go with the OEB trailer. That's a miscellaneous. This guy right here. It's only 20,000. It holds 54 animals. I thought it held less than that, but I guess it does not. Okay, I think it depends on the animal type as well, though. So let's go ahead and buy that. Default color is perfectly good with me. And what we'll do is we'll get them to reset it, or send it to us, whatever you want to call it. There we go, perfect. And let's grab the JCB. And what we'll do is we'll grab the JCB, and then we shall get rolling here. Oh, I know why it's so... trying to figure out why the sound was so quiet today. I totally know why it was now. There we go. That makes more sense now. Oh, I still have the other trailer. Shoot. Didn't realize that. Alright. Let's do this. I'll tell you why. So, because I have my speakers hooked up to my other computer, I have to adjust the sound. With... the main sound, I don't know what you call it. On my keyboard I have options to increase the main volume and decrease the main volume, and I had to decrease because in my ears, when I was plugged the headphones into my front jack of my computer, it was like crazy loud, and I couldn't for the life of me figure out what was going on there. It's because I'm so used to having the control panel for the speakers themselves. So that's why I tend to adjust the sound a lot of the time, but in this situation I couldn't do it that way, so I had to adjust this to the main sound. And I was trying to figure out for the I recorded the last episode, and I was trying to figure out, why is it so quiet? What's going on? Like, what did I do differently? And now I realize what it is, so it's because I turned the main sound down. Alright, now, if memory serves, this trailer should be perfectly fine for animals. Let's unfold it. And I think we're at the door. Nope. Kind of missed it, just a tinsy-wincy bit there. Alright, here we go. I guess we need to fold the trailer back up. There we go. And that should be good now. There we go. Now this should accept cattle. Should be in the keyword, of course. Because one of the things you have to be aware of is, I guess it doesn't. That's annoying. That is rather annoying. So yeah, it should take the cattle, but it doesn't. And I think it's because it's a different fill type. I know that sounds odd, but if I look, and I'll show you what I'm talking about here. If we go into our garage right here, and we hover over the new trailer we just purchased, which is this guy right here. Now it says it can carry cows, pigs, and lambs. So the problem we're running into here, I think, is the fact that this is like a fattening cow and not just a regular cow, I guess. And that's the problem we're running into right now, because yeah, that's definitely the area right there for picking up cows. Let me just try and adjust and see if it makes a difference at all, but I don't think it will, because it was already pretty much in the center already. So yeah, that's going to be a problem. So we have fattening cows, but I guess what the deal is a different fill type or something, as I mentioned. So what's going to happen is I'm going to have to adjust this manually, it seems like, because it won't recognize it otherwise. Yeah, that's annoying. Alright, well, whatever. I don't think I have any other trailers that actually can handle cattle. Or do I? I don't know if I still have it in here or not. No. Looks like I'll have to manually change that. Alright, so I guess we'll just leave that there for the time being. And remind ourselves that we want to pick up some cattle. Yeah, and that's kind of the problem sometimes with some maps. Like that trailer works on the OEB map, for example, but it doesn't work here, so it's a bit unfortunate, but that's the way the cookie crumbles, right? You play with new and fancy features, and you run into situations like that sometimes, so you have to be prepared for it. Alright, and maybe it's just a trigger situation, I don't know. Alright, where are we going? Right here. And oh, that guy's at 100%, and I guess we missed it. That's fine, we'll go down the hill here and just have the combine come to us in this context. I think what we can do is this. That'll probably work fine. Could you imagine actually doing this in a real truck and how terrible that would be? Alright. Let's go over here. And the truck should be right around us. Right around here somewhere. Oh, it's apparently it's right behind us. Oh, that truck's got a really big nose on it. I don't know if you can tell what I'm talking about, but it has a really big nose on it because I wasn't even close to the truck and it was actually considered hitting it, so that's good to know, because that means that if you want to park something close to it, you'll definitely notice. Here, I'll show you what I'm talking about. If I come around here and just do this, I guess, so you can see how the actual bumper right here comes out. So see how there's a step right there? So the actual bumper comes out further than the actual trailer or truck itself. Guess we should put some in the rear tank right here. There we go. That'd probably be helpful. Surprised it's not evenly distributed. Originally I thought with this trailer you would have to do it manually like I'm doing right now and change the sides, but it doesn't make a difference. It would have been cool if it actually did work that way. It'd be a nice feature, but it's one of those things where if you play like I do a little bit, like it'd be a cool feature if you're like into like the whole like super realism sort of side of things, but it might take away from the fun side of it a little bit. So it depends on what your particular fancy is, as always. Alright, so what we should do is while we're over here just chilling out, let's check to see what the price of field number 19 over here was. So that big field back there was 200,000, so this I suppose would be a lot less than that. I hope. And what we can do is we can actually join these two fields if we wanted to with a plow. And I think the JD Ripper can actually do that as well, strangely enough. It's not the normal use for it, but you can do it, as far as I know at least. So, alright, let's check to see what the price is here. Survey says 87. Okay, maybe not. Okay, so that looked like a small field that wasn't going to cost very much, but apparently it does. So, good to know. Good to know. Alright, let's hop back in the truck here. And the oats are like a very high yielding crop, and you can definitely tell it when you're trying to follow along with the combine, that's for sure. The brakes on this thing, man. The brakes are a lot worse than I thought they were. It's weird because what happens is like it'll start braking and like it'll still start sliding. Like, you know, I guess it's more realistic in that context, but I'm just not used to it, I guess. So, all right. So we got 79. So let's go ahead and take this. Should we take it to the main farm, or where are we here on the map? I guess it doesn't. What if we can take it? What if we can take it to where the steamed potatoes are? Because there is like an area there, but I think that's actually just a sell point. So we want to go. I guess this way's fine, and we'll just do a little bit of a turn here. It's not a bad little truck. Not a bad little truck. I've seen better on the inside, that's for sure. But overall, it's not terrible. Overall, it's not terrible. It's got the jake brake, which is pretty cool. So if you like that style, it's kind of neat. So I'll do the jake brake again. You don't get to actually, you know, adjust when you get to use it. It just uses it whenever you're braking, I think, and you're coasting, as far as I know. I do like the speed, though. It does have a nice cruise speed of 85 kilometers an hour, which is pretty sweet, because that means you're able to get around the map relatively quickly, but it's not so fast that you lose control, which often happens with some trucks that have like a really fast speed. At least that's what I find. Because there's a lot of trucks that go like 100 and 130, and then you just end up losing the speed, and you just, not losing speed, but you just lose control of the truck, and it's not cool in that context. Alright, here we are coming back up to the main farm. Let's go ahead and not sell this grain, but store the grain for the time being. We can always set up a sell course later on. And there we go. Perfect. Nice. Still rolling. Yeah, not a bad looking truck. Looks like we missed that a little bit. Not a bad looking truck. Looks better actually with the light on it, I think. Gas tanks aren't too bad. There you go, that's the front. Utah. That's nice. They did a good job. Overall, I think. Better than some of the trucks out there. Alright, let's go back to the field and keep that combine company, because what's going to happen is if we don't, it's going to fill up awfully quickly. We didn't want to go that far. Getting ahead of myself. There we go. Alright, so I'll meet you back at the field. Alright, back at the field here. Just unloading the combine one more time. And having this little feature down here, knowing how full that trailer is really nifty. And vice versa. So if I'm unloading the combine, I can tell how full its combine still is after I have, even though I'm not in the combine. So that's another drive control feature. You gotta give it upside down, man. He put so much thought into that mod, it's crazy. It's just fantastic how much it actually, how well it actually works with everything. Like, I don't know, I'm not sure how it works on a server though. I've heard the problem you run into in that situation is that some people have a preference when it comes to how to use it. Like, for example, I don't like the shuttle control side of it. but other people love that or have to have it so their wheel can work properly, which is a bit strange, but that's the way it is. That's primarily because of, I think it's because I don't have a G27. As weird as that sounds, like, I think G27s are like one of the few that actually somewhat work well with farm sim. If you compare, unless you compare that to like a Thrustmaster, for example. Thrustmasters aren't apparently that amazing in being recognized in farm sim. And I thought it'd be better after the patch, but I don't know. As far as I know, I should say, it's still the same situation. So looks like he's got one more pass after this, maybe. It's hard to tell. From this distance, looks like he's getting that little side part right there, but I don't know. Yeah, it looks like he is. Cool. This is good for us. So now we have a few thousand liters of oats as well. There it is. Oats, 39,000 liters, which is good. So we'll see what we can do with that. I don't know if they actually work in the Seedmaster, like I said. Oops, probably my parking brake is on. I don't know if you can actually put in the Seedmaster. I think you can. I haven't tried yet, but I'm fairly certain you can. So, perfect. All right. Pretty cool little screenshot. Let's go for it. Nice. One from this side as well. See if we can't get the sun. Or the sun. Yeah, I guess it's the sun. Looks like we probably could. Let's go for it. Oh. Yeah, that works. Anyways, folks, that'll be it for me for today. That's the... I don't know. This is what? I don't know what episode this is. But let me know what you'd like to see next on the farm, and we will go from there. Hopefully, I can get that trailer fixed. So we'll be able to actually use it, and then we'll go from there. All right, folks. That's it for me for today. My name's Iain Robson. This has been an episode of Farm Sim 2015, coming at you from Black Rock Valley. And if you enjoyed yourself, why don't you go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Catch you guys later.